Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to take a look at our busboy bin that has European Nightcrawlers in it. Now, unfortunately, it has been 32 days since my last update, which is a lot longer than I expected. I will try to get a little bit more of a rhythm as far as checking these bins. I've just had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and I've sort of slowed down on my composting videos. But let's go back into this. Let's see how these worms are doing in here. Hopefully they're still in here, and there's a good amount of them. And we can add some more food. I'm going to try to add some more coffee grounds to this bin itself to kind of heat it up a little bit, but also because I want to try to get more of a nitrogen-rich environment for them. I know that the cocoa coir that we started with can sometimes be a little bit sterile, so I'm hoping that this will help kind of just juice that a little bit and get those microbes going a little bit more. So let's take a look, see how the system is doing, see if they made it through all the food that we added the last time, and just see how these worms are. Let's take a look. All right, here's our bin. As you can see, our last date here is 3/28. We did feed on that date. That's what that dash tells us. And then we fed on this side over here where the tape is. So that's where that is. So the feedings are on this side. We did feed, and that was, as you can see, today is the 29th of April. So that was 32 days ago. So I'm going to go ahead and move this down just a little bit there. And let's go ahead and take this cover off first and see if we see anything on there. I'm not seeing any worms on the cover here. Not surprising, but this is where I do see a lot of babies with my African Nightcrawlers is on this cover here, but I'm not seeing anything on there. So I'm going to put that off to the side. It looks like there is some moisture in the bin, which is a good thing. In the middle, the sides, though, have dried out. You can tell really right here, it's really dry. And on this corner down here, it's really dry. And all along this edge right here and up here where the gaps are. But you can see right here where it goes all the way up to the side. Actually, there's a cocoon right here. Look at that. Right on the top. There is a cocoon. That's always a good sign. It's very yellow cocoon, very easily noticeable, which is nice. But let's start, got some stuff on these gloves. Let's start digging in this side right here where we had the last feeding and see how it's going over here. So we're just going to go ahead and flip this over and just take a look here. We've got some nice big worms in here that look nice and healthy. That's a good sign. Still a little bit of food left. Unsurprising, these banana peel tops can take a while to break down. A little bit of material over here as well with some smaller worms in it. So that means that they are multiplying in here, which is a good sign. I don't think the system is quite as good as or I should say as rich microbially as the bin that they came from was in. So it might take them a little bit of time to just get used to the system. But there's a few worms in here. Overall, it looks pretty good. Looks like they've worked through most of that food. There's a couple little pieces here and there. Let's just go over here and take a look. Oh, we got coffee grounds. More worms. Good sign. They're really starting to work on these coffee grounds, which I think these worms do like these coffee grounds. Let's just go ahead and dump those in here. So that way they can get to them a little bit easier. Put that right back there. Look at that. You can see these worms are working really well. They're trying to move away very quickly from the light, so they're very healthy. Even though this system is a little bit dry, that's a good sign. Let's just go ahead. We're going to go ahead and shave this top right over there. Look at that. We got some worms in the topsoil right here. Oh, hold on. There we go. You can see there's some worms in here towards the bottom of it. So they are moving through the system just a little bit more. But they do look very healthy. I was expecting to maybe see after 32 days that this had dried out, and I was really worried about it, but this is not sitting on a heater like my African Nightcrawlers are, so it's not drying out as much, and the worms probably really like this temperature, which is in the mid-60s in my basement, although it's starting to warm up now. Just a couple worms here and there. Now we're just sort of flipping this over, taking a look, seeing what we find in there. Overall, it looks pretty good. Let's just kind of dig over here a little bit closer to the food. There's another cocoon right there. I don't think that's the same one that we saw before, if you guys can see it. There we go. Actually, there's another one right here even. So there's two cocoons right there. This little section. I'm pretty sure those were not the ones that we found before. So that's a good sign that there's cocoons in here. I have thought about sorting out cocoons in the past, but it seems like a lot of work. There's another cocoon right there. So that's what, 4 that we found in this system so far. And I'm usually pretty bad at finding these, but this material makes it kind of easy because it's so dark and the cocoons are very, very yellow in color. Remember, that's just what I'm finding. If you see any others that I missed as I'm sorting through this, let me know. As I said, I'm not very good at seeing these, and you pick up a little bit more. Believe it or not, the camera zoomed in a lot more, and it makes everything look a lot bigger than it is when you view it. So, all right, let's dig over here on this side, and I think this is where we're going to do the feeding too. So, there's still worms over here, even. Surprisingly, on this side, there's still worms. I really thought that there's still a little bit of food left over here. Maybe that's why. I really thought that almost all of them would have moved over to this side by now. But again, they all look pretty healthy. Another cocoon right here next to that worm. You can see it right there. There's a cocoon right there. Oh, that one looks very, very small compared to the others. Hopefully these cocoons are healthy and will hatch. Maybe it's just a smaller batch than some of the others. Look at that. I mean, I'm finding worms all the way on the other side here. We did feed on this side, I think, the time before. But it's a good sign that we're seeing worms all through the system. And they're doing a good job. So, oh, there's another cocoon right here. Look at that. Whoop. I lose it? No, here it is, right there. There's another cocoon. So you can see they're really taking over this system here. They're really trying to multiply, bring the population up to where it should be, which is a good sign. And we're going to add food on this side. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just drag all this over, kind of get rid of some of the stuff that's stuck right there. Looks like a piece of plastic. But, all right. Oh, was there another cocoon that I just saw? I think I just saw one over here. We're going to go ahead and pile this up on this side, though. I'm going to grab my piece of tape from over here. So a little piece of tape, I'm going to just reuse it, put it on this side right here just to mark where we fed. Or are going to feed, I should say. I'm going to add a little bit of cardboard in here. On the bottom, that's just going to kind of keep everything elevated off the bottom so it doesn't stick to that bottom section. I'll probably add a little bit more on top. There we go. Now let's grab some food. Oh, hold on, here's that piece of plastic. I think this is a piece of plastic that was from the other bin, so I'm going to take that out and throw that to the side. Now for food, as you can tell, they really did like those coffee grounds. So I've got some more coffee grounds right here for them. I think coffee grounds are a great food source for worms. They're very high in nitrogen though, so they can heat up if you had too many. I'm also going to add a banana peel and a little piece of strawberry on the other side. But I'm just trying to add in some food that's going to be easy for them to get to and work on. Hold on here. Just some tea grounds. Those are very loose. I don't have those in the bag. Just trying to get one more thing of coffee grounds in there. These are going to take a while to break down because they're not open, as you can tell. These are closed off. If these bags were open a little bit more, I think they go through them a lot faster that way. Move this out of the way. That's all the food we're going to add. We're going to add, of course, some of our crushed crab and eggshell. Even though I do see a lot of white specks in here, I do like to add this. This, by the way, be careful breathing this stuff in. You don't want to breathe it in at all. It's bad for your lungs. And now we're going to add a little bit of cardboard on the top here. A little bit more than that, maybe. Just to kind of cover it up, add a little bit of protection from the worms, but also get a little bit of cardboard in here. As I said, the cocoa coir I don't think is quite as microbial rich as the cardboard, and the worms seem to like this cardboard, so just kind of mix things up a little bit, give them a little bit extra to work on. There we go. Now, the last thing we're going to add here, we are going to add some moisture. Because it is a little bit dry in here. I've got my BTI mix over here, although I didn't see any insects in here. I don't think, if you did, let me know, but hopefully you didn't either. I'm going to add some of it on this food section over here, and just kind of spread some of it around. I'm not too worried about it clumping up or anything. Let me add a little bit more. The reason why I added over the food is because the paper there is dry. That's going to absorb a lot of it. And we'll go ahead and make sure this is fully covered. Kind of mix this up just a little bit. Give the worms a chance to work in the soil here. And that is our update for this week. So what we need to do now So I'm going to pull this up. We did do a feeding this time. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this up. I do have that, I know that says bad writing, but 429 there. And then we're going to go ahead and add our little mark to denote that we fed them. So that is it for this update. Worms are looking very healthy and very good. And it looks like they're multiplying. This is a great sign for this system. And it's time to cover that back up and put it back on the shelf. And we'll try to get to it a little bit sooner than what I did this time. I'm sorry it's been 32 days. I really wanted to get to these about every couple weeks. But, household duties call, and work calls. So we'll get back into this. We'll try to get these updated a little bit more frequently. So with that, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below.